All right, guess what? I got 42,222 what followers, and this is my 13th week. I'm doing pretty good. What do you think? Now we're gonna have fun. Now I'm Reynolds, the Godfather of credit. What does that mean? I built 60 billion of credit for my clients over the years. I wrote the rules and tools. In other words, when I consult for TRW in the 70s and 80s, kind of fun. I like some things on TikTok and social media. Sometimes I don't. You get this ding dong, you need a secure card. No. You need to be an authorized user. No. All this crap. I started this system. I know exactly how it takes to get you where you want to go. But unfortunately, I'm sorry, I call them circus clowns. So guess what? Today, we're going to show you some things on the screen. They nicknamed me the Godfather Credit, the Godfather Credit in KNX Radio years ago. You see, it's kind of fun. I've been on radio and TV for about 50 years. I'm used to writing checks for millions and millions of dollars on radio and TV all the time. I decided to do this TikTok thing about 13 weeks ago. The bottom line, I want to see if I'm going to like it or not, see if it actually works. What can I do to help people? About 20%, I think, is like, yeah. 80% is pretty good. So, hi, how you doing? Everybody's saying hi, hello. Guess what we get to do? You got your tab and pen ready to go? Hey, Jay, how you doing? All right, guess what we get to do? You got your tab and pen? What do we get to do? Patterson, guess what? We get to play. Now, here's the thing we got to do today is understand. I rhyme all the time, too. Sorry to say, but I do. Now, what happens is I got this problem with my brain as a kid. I rhyme all the time, and they basically said I was retarded. That's not nice. And then they basically, I write both hands and talk at the same time, and I got recall in most things. They thought I was dumb. I just thought they were silly themselves. Okay, let's play my way. Now, we're going to teach you how to play the game to win. Is that okay? Now, again, the Godfather Credit, that's me, Ray Reynolds. There it is. There's my picture. Isn't that nice? Now, what are we going to do? Now, this is educational content only, not legal, tax, or financial advice. Results may vary. You see, if you do what you're told to do, you actually get to a 750 score. Now, I'm never going to promise 800, 8 plus. Sorry, I'm going to do that. 90% of my clients do get to 800. Hey, plus that? No. My score is boring because I want it that way. It's an 846 today. My wife's an 846 as well. It's boring. We use it for a reference for a CFO, for the corporations and entities we have. So we play the game to win. Okay, 10,000, 100,000 a month. How much do you need? How much do you need to pay your bills? What does it take? Let's think today. Let's do a couple things. Let's pretend you're going to do exactly what I do up here. I'd like you to write down SS5. The problem is you don't understand an SS5 form. You don't. And what happens is mommy or you did that form to get your SSN. So we got to connect the dots. Okay, what do we do? Equals SSN, no problem, equals. See, what we're trying to get to is build the foundation of connecting the dots. Unfortunately, with you today, you pay tax on your paycheck, you get the leftover, and everything else you tax again and again. Problem is understanding how to play the game to win. All right, so if you paid attention today, this SS5 here, this form here, you filled it out or mommy did. That's get your SSN, no problem, SSN, and that equals your 1040 tax return. See, that's what happens. You get a 1040 tax return. We're all taxed. If you think you're away from tax, you're not going to. Unfortunately, you got this guy who's an ex, football player, an ex this place and that. Now, what do? All these ex things that they think they're experts in things. And the bottom line is crap. See, I went to school, got the paper. The reality is very simple. I learned about life, doing life, kicking my assets. But get some guy being a sports person going to talk about tax and his opinion, blah, 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 or a model doing this and that. I think it's kind of silly. I think it's kind of dumb, but that's just my opinion. If today you look at your SSN, your 1040 tax return, what do? Well, we have to understand how it works. So let's think today. Today, let's pretend you're going to hear me 110%. Do you need today 6420 or do you need $10,000? I didn't ask what you want, I asked what you need. Okay? If we look at what we need to pay our bills, the next thing we do is look at a house payment. 24 years, it is interest only for 24 years. Here we got a situation, we get you. Here's you, okay, no problem, and here's what we got. This triangle here, and we have the IRS trying to play what? Tax, and probate when we're gone. So the goal would be very simple today. This is the IRS. The IRS is the bullies. This is you trying to do tax balancing. If you look at your house payment, your tax white return, and the money they tax you on your paycheck, you get most of it back anyway, if you play the game to win. But are you willing to play the game to win? That's the ultimate goal. You see, it's called winning the game of business. Now, I want you to think about something today. All right, years ago, or maybe yesterday or the day before that, or years ago, you got married. Fantastic. You got married. Congratulations. Goody for you. Now we got two U's. Fantastic. So you and you became one. Okay, good. Now we have a problem. You see, the family before you left for probate for you. They left you set up for probate. You're doing the same thing to your kids as well, by the way. We're going to write down irrevocable trust. We're going to do it my way for a while. Is that okay? Now, when you see the word and on a contract, every one of you husbands and wives, you see the word and, you cross that sucker off. You write down the word or. You initial it, okay? You never allow a contract to say and no matter what you do. See, the word and gets more probate than anything because, you know, when I pass away 50 years from now, how my wife's going to have me sign something I can't. If it says and, I can't take it from where. So or is a good thing. You understand or? Now, you have a choice. Your choice is simple for you. You have the ability to have three divisions of you. Three divisions of you. So let's write this down, division of me. Go ahead, write it down. It's a division of me. So what happens is you had three chances to try. Instead of doing that, what did you do? You brought the pain home because that's all you know how to do. I'm sorry, you brought the pain home because that's all you know how to do. What does that mean? You didn't give yourself chances to try. You didn't master the SS4 form. The original dashboard in 1987 that allowed tax ID, all right, for cash applications was done by me. All right, me. I created the division process in 84 and 85, 86. I actually the largest registered agent in the world. I've actually sold or given away more corporations than this planet anybody. So if you want to create an income, we have to understand you first. You got to get yourself in order. Now, over here, we're going to look at the LLC. Here's an LLC, fantastic. There are 9 types. What do you have? 9 types of LLC. Maybe you have an LLP, fantastic. Maybe you have C Corp, the S Corp, the nonprofit, or the PC. So what happens, these are the categories that Supreme Court, you ever heard of them before? Supreme Court deemed these would be what? Legal people. So which category would you like to pick? Now, the next thing we're going to make a box right here. 1984, there's a problem. 84 have a big problem. I'll tell you that in a minute. Banks last year, all the banks bankrupt 22,000 locations. So 22,000 locations, banks bankrupt branches. See, they're doing tax balancing in front of you, and unfortunately, you're not paying attention. Because of your lack of knowledge, you bring the pain home every day. Kind of sucks. So here's the IRS, the bullies again. They are right here. IRS, the liars and the bullies, in my opinion. So what do? The banks file bankruptcy across the board, and they're doing tax balancing under a corporate umbrella. You see, if we looked at bankruptcy code today, it's called BK. They always, look at the initials. It's automatic stay. All right, Bankruptcy Federal Protection Act, the Federal Protection Act. So if you plan the problem today, you can make sure you protect your assets. You don't bring the pain home. Unfortunately, what you do is you don't plan the problem. You let life control you and you get your assets kicked. You're having life control you right now today, by the way, if you don't know this. You found that job you don't like, maybe you hate. What did you get married? You got a wife, husband, kid, cat, dog, and fish? See, you got stuck in that routine. Making $100,000 a month is not hard to do. But again, it's going to be up to you if you want to listen and learn. If we put it up on the screen one more time. So let's think about this today. If we look at basically what we want to do to bring in that $100,000 a month, what do? Here's your problem. I want to be an entrepreneur, right? Goody for you. The reality is most of you, I'm sorry to say in my opinion, to be an entrepreneur, that kind of sucks. A, you don't have the money. You don't have the structure. You're going to fall on your face anyway. 97% of you do it all the time. You fall on your face and If we want 10,000 a month, understand, or 100,000, how do we create the money? How do we create the money? Understand this question. It's very simple. How do we create it? Your paycheck is your paycheck. I never want your paycheck to be more than your break even. Write it down. I want you to break even the rest of your life. I want you to tax balancing because your paycheck is tax. You get the leftover and everything you touch is tax again and probate when you're gone. Kind of sucks. If you have irrevocable trust and you're what? Maybe it's an LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC. Supreme Court said that's a legal person. All I can tell you today is I have $62 million of credit reference for you. It's live credit. I'm an affiliate. I'm not here to give you any BS and having this, I'll use, authorized user crap and you're getting 850 score, all this crap out there, the credit repair flakes. Credit repair is a fraud. Don't worry, none of you do it too. You watch me right now. You do credit repair. Fantastic for you until they indict you and they put you in prison where you belong. It's very simple. Happens all the time. We have the ability to listen to play. Do you understand? Credit repair is a fraud. The Fair Credit Reporting Act says it right there. You can't collect money up front, ever. But you do it every day on social media. Oh, they repair your credit. So let's help you not get ripped off. Is that okay? If you tap the link in the link tree and you share me as well, I'll give you some books to help you out as well. Is that okay? If we want to play the game to win. But I want you to think about auto income. Let's write down auto income. Let's write down February 17th. Now, there's your future. Take a picture of that. This is your future. I actually created it on a mouse pad. If you DM us, it's very simple. DM us in the link tree, and I'll send you one of these at my cost. I'll pay the postage for you too. See, I want to help you as much as I can. But let's understand something today. It's very simple. What happens? Okay, years and years ago, okay, I wanted to create auto income, and that's what I did for myself to play the game to win. So if I have a corporation or an LLC, LLP, whatever you want to call it, and I create division process. Let's do this together. A division right here. Another division. So in 1984, my problem was very simple. I got a letter in the mail from Secretary of State of California asking me to pay a franchise tax fee, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the franchise tax fee in California is $800 to $1,000 per corporation per year. That's not a nice fee, is it? I had a problem. See, in 84, I am the king of satellite television, manufacturer, distributor, and everything else. I own some Shakey's. I got some shopping centers. I got some condos, 31 flavors. I own some subways. Wow. I'm doing 100 million plus billions of dollars through corporate structure. It's not my money. What I'm doing is having fun. If I had to put a franchise tax fee per every corporation I had back in 84, that's $1.2 million. That's like ridiculous. I hope you took your picture of what I put on that screen. I hope you DM me to get a mouse pad because I like to send it to you. See, the reality is very simple today. You are a duck and a sheep. Sorry, just say I'm a duck and a sheep. You might as well. It's what you already did. See, what happens, you're going to roll the dice as your corporation or your LLC, LLP, what are these things? And when they sue that, they sue you. Let's pretend you have 3 houses. If somebody in one of these houses sue you, they sue the corp, they sue this. You're the duck and sheep. There's no way to get around for being the voice of the LLC, period. If someone says it's not true, they're full of crap. Crap. You look on the line and what do you see in social media? You can get the LLC here, to click here to protect your family. BS. The only voice an LLC would have is the founder, you. You're on the banking, you're on the officers list. So who's going to be listed in the lawsuit? You in a deposition. Do you want them to tear apart your life and raise your right hand? Because you have to answer the questions. You have to answer the questions. If not, you're in contempt. But I'm not here to be safe an attorney. I'm just here to keep you, protect your assets. So if they sue the LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC, you're a duck and a sheep. If you turn around what I did in 1984 and you put an M in the box, a management company. If you create a line of defense like your banks do, your grocery stores in the cities, you'll be okay. I bought a Jack in the Box when I was 19. How about the Subways? How about my Shakey's Pizzas? How about my Bitcoin account? How about my crypto? All right, how about my stock trading? Very simple. How about the apartment complex? How about I have real estate? See, what a division process gives you is the ability that these don't give you. This you probably named it after you. That's called dumb. Then you name what it does. That's called double dum-dum. Then you allow it to do business. That's triple dum-dum. You're not a dum-dum, but you just follow dum-dum-dum. That's what you follow. So what happens is very simple. If I have a management company like the banks do, the grocers and the cities do, and rich, famous people, I can do tax balancing. So I could play this game over here. What do you think? So let's do something else. Let's do this. Come on. I want you to have 3 divisions of me. See, what you're watching on basically social media is a bunch of copycats that bought my books years ago. What do? Just go blah, 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 blah. But the difference is they're not giving you the full blueprint. They're not saying this is going to be for contracts, which they should. This is supply for cash credit. Okay, and this is cash credit no matter what you do. So here's our problem. You have the chance to have 3 divisions of yourself, of you. We're going to do under the corporate umbrella. Got it so far? Then we're going to talk about your car, the car you have today. There's a red shirt owner. Right now, you're the duck and the sheep. If you play my way, you get to win. Is that okay? We play my way? So let's do this. Okay. Here's me, 1981, highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth. It's only 13 feet. But I like goodies. You like goodies? Every car, Lamborghini, everything I obtained, or helicopter, and even mansion is a division process if I'm not living in it. Got it so far? I like mansions. You like that? My house in the harbor, the largest U-dock with my yacht in the backyard. Where do you park yours? Simple. I'm from Show Me State. Most people full of what? So rags to riches, woohoo, nobody cares. Okay, I was born in a damn taxi, thrown in a trash can. They didn't give a damn. What? I get to meet Mrs. Hope. She'd have from hell. What do? Fighting through the pain. So every one of us get knocked down. So what? Get up 1,000 times again and again. My first coma, I was 7 years old on Delane Street. I hit my face with the brake. My brake was the face at 42 miles an hour. That's a phony tooth. I watched these 2 people in my coma argue about $20. It was $20 more for the porcelain than it is the silver, so they gave me the silver. They saved their $20. Kind of sucks. But I made a promise that day. I basically woke up after coma, laying on the couch. Their maid, their housekeeper, whatever you want to call it, in front of me rang the bell. Go, you got to go pee-pee, little boy? Let me know you're crippled for life. Walked away to go to the pool, have a cigarette. Well, that kind of sucks. When I turned around and woke up, I couldn't move. She said I was crippled, and she's actually right. So I rang the bell to go pee-pee. She never showed up. I rode off that couch and grabbed the ugly shag carpet, that ugly orange shag carpet. I dragged myself to the pee-pee. I went pee-pee. All the time on the couch and on the way to the dragging myself on my belly, I was praying to God. If you let me walk, God, I'll help people the rest of my life. If you help me walk, please, God, let me walk, please. I'm begging God. I'm 7 years old. I went to the pee-pee. I walked back to the couch and everybody went, oh, what the what? God answered my prayers. So I made my promise. Helping people my whole life. You might want to pay attention. I've been God's example ever since. I've been shot 3 times. I've been knifed 6 times. Ate up a trash can. I've been used and abused, and I get to hell. No excuse for any of you, by the way. Fall off the damn horse, get back on. Being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. You understand this? Read it. Say it again and again. But it's choice. After that, I could jump high. 13 feet in the air, without even trying. Simple to do. I took out my yacht on July 4th, 2009. Group of people. Wife wanted a group of people to go in the yacht. We watched the fireworks. Next day, I'm in a coma. I'm laying there, I get to die and come back and be broke. Sucks. My tax guy stole my stuff. He's going to die. He didn't need it anyway, right? What do? Be a bunch of whiny babies? No. We fight through the pain. But then that's just my story. As we're working on the documentary we want to put on Netflix next year, it'll be kind of fun. So goodies. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I like goodies, but they're not mine. I'm not dumb enough to put some in my name. Sorry, I'm a puppet master. Write down puppet master. It's simple. A puppet master. I like to play the game to win. Okay, so every Lamborghini, every Ferrari, every helicopter is a division. I wrote the rules in 1987. So what do? If we play the game, see, we got a problem. When you roll the dice and do something in life wants to kick your ass. It's not fun. So what do? As long as I'm moving forward, I'm following what? Not falling down. Thanks to the Father for everything. In Jesus' name, amen. I give it back to God. That's just me. Okay. My whole life. What do? Well, Jesus is not a drive-through. One of my websites. How's that? If we play the game, what they used to ask me as a little boy, how you doing, little boy? Always good. See, that helps my mind reset. Always good. Thank you, Jesus. You see, all there was being nosy, trying to be what? All right, be what? Being lousy people. See, for me, it's God, family, and money. It always has been. God, family, money. My wife and I got married 20 years ago. It'll be 21 this year. Wife and husband become one. Simple family. Money. So today, your biggest problem is you. Every one of you today could change your life with $500-600, but you're basically going, woo, but you already pissed away money and it didn't got knocked down. You let your friends and family kind of rip you off, most of you. What do you do next? Procrastination is the killer of a dream. Get off your assets and go get it. No excuse today. Chapter 18, focus. Focus. What I learned at 7.5 years old, I paid attention. They had a poker game. Mrs. Hope called me a piece of you what in the corner. They said, don't talk to the piece of what in the corner. That basically hurt my feelings. I had to learn to do self-motivation. Right there. Come on. It's a legal what? Person. It may sue or be sued. I heard it 7.5 years old. Went to the Torrance Library next to the Torrance Police Department, and I wanted to know what it meant. The librarian was mean to me. She's not used to having an intelligent question asked to her because she's just a dummy, in my opinion. It may sue or be sued. See, it's right there. So we would focus on these pieces you have today. LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC. They're going to sue you when you have a problem and you're the duck and sheep. Then they're going to sue your spouse because you don't have a marriage agreement. Now you both got crap. You lost everything you got to a deposition. Now you're homeless again. It sucks. Do you think it sucks? So what do? The lie. Everybody lies. Okay. I've said for 50 years, numbers never lie, only people lie. You signed the contract for the car. You signed for the building. You signed to what? To the credit card. Corporation. Here's your problem. I don't want you to be a duck and a sheep. If you want your free articles of corporation, they're in Linktree. I'm going to load you up with information today. I want you to pay attention. I want to help you 6 days a week and get you off your assets and go get it. That's how it works. Now, articles of corporation are free for me. Always have been. Why? Because I'm not believing you spend $50,000, $5,000, $2,000, whatever. It's ridiculous. I've watched clients that have had, after they basically paid an attorney to practice law, who hasn't got it right yet, thousands of dollars for a piece of paper that's free. It's yours. Share the life now. Articles are free. They're free to everybody. You go in the link tree, you pick what you want, what state, what type you want, there you pay your filing fee. I started Helping Hand Industries when I was 9.5 years old. Look it on Secretary of State website. Cost me $10. That same corp today is $30. You got $30? See, we got to take away your excuses. Every one of you have a bunch of damn excuses. It's ridiculous. Spend $30 today now and get a nonprofit. Set it up. Go to the class. Get a grant for $112,000 a month. Do it now. Now. What's your problem? Stop it. Excuse. 80% of you basically don't do diddly squat because you have excuses. 20% will get off your assets and go get it. That's how it works. Car, house. I don't get it. You buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. 90% don't know what a damn homestead is, and you never put irrevocable trust. What's wrong with you? Aren't you a grown-up? Man up, woman up. This is ridiculous. But if you buy the house joint, husband and wife, when you lose it, if you do, they report it to IRS as a 1099-C. Now you both have crappy credit and an IRS problem. Why don't we buy the house as husband or wife, married person, own separate property? Only one of us is duck. One of us is the duck and the sheep. If we screw it up, guess what? We got a backup. That's why you should do it anyway. But what do? Oh, you look online, the circus clowns. Well, there's a car. We get to ride it off, man. Well, dude, guess what? I don't care about the damn write-off. Listen carefully. Today, your car is registered to you. Why? Why would you register your car to you? I mean, I don't get it. A registration of a car should be a division of a corporation because I can bankrupt the hell out if I had to. I don't want to have the intent to do fraud, but I'm going to protect my corporation and my family. Unfortunately, today, your registered owner is you. You don't want to change it. And don't listen to circus clowns. This is the biggest bozo out there. He's full of crap. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. You're listening to blah, blah, blah. And this is howdy doody. This ding dong says put it into a trust. Do you understand what that means? He says, explains, take your car, the DMV, and register it to a trust. That's a trust over which you have your assets. All your assets are into your trust. So if you want your trust sued and screwed up, there you go. Listen to howdy doody. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. Dumb, 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 dumb. I don't understand dumb. Do you understand dumb? If I have a bumpity bump today, they're going to sue me. But I have a prenuptial agreement and a postnup, so they can't sue my wife, okay? Because I'm smart enough to plan the problem. And what if they sue me? No. They can't sue me. I'm not Red Stoner. The division is, see, I planned the problem. Your problem is you never plan the problem. You get your assets kicked. There's your problem. Me, I'm going to make you bulletproof. I'm going to make sure nobody ever takes anything you got ever again. All the goodies are divisions. Isn't that fun? Now, I studied the law in the county since I could walk. It's kind of fun. We, the people. Supreme Court said what? Supreme Court, it's a legal person. So I don't need 5 LLCs. All that circus clowns out there is ridiculous. Here's winning the game of business. Get a copy. Oh, it's not available anymore. Sorry. You see, winning the game of business is fun. See, I wrote it. Did you know that? You see, this came out in 1976. I already had $1 million in the bank, having fun driving a Lamborghini on East Coast College. You see, I invent things and I have patents and all kinds of things into the corporate structure. First I had 12, then 26. Do you know when I put this out there, I was 16 years old? So when somebody says, is it better today than that? It's always been good. It's crap. It's better then because you didn't have so much competition. Now you got competition going blah, 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 blah. And most people are full of what? Crap. So this is the first thing I think about. Okay. Now in 1976, I released it. That was fun. 1976, ooh, goody. 1984, division process, I created and invented it. All the states approved it in 85, 86. Okay. I updated it in 1990. Okay. What do we do? Now, then I wanted to create books for dummies. I'm a dummy when I do something new. I feel dumb when I do something new anytime. I don't like change. It bothers me all the time. I got to bite my tongue with change. That's just my own problem. So what do? I wanted books for dummies. That was taken. So I took a book for every month of the year, all right, and build 1,000 rules and tools to build $1 million company. Is that okay? Now, every Tuesday I was at basically Orange County, every Wednesday Bonaventure, every Thursday Ontario, and basically every Saturday in Long Beach. 32 years, 6 days a week, being the second largest advertiser in California. You want to play yet? I play to win. You want to play? Let's play to win. The Millionaires Founders Kit. I sold it at the Bonaventure for $5,000 a set. Lying around the hotel. Had the number 1 food commercial in the world. Did you know that? Did you know I was coaching the coach's coach from Dave Delgado, Carlton Sheets, and Russ Dalby? I was coaching the coach's coach. I came with all kinds of goodies. Would you like to learn some more goodies for you? I tell you now, every one of you get a copy of this today. Okay, it's not a free download. There's 12 books and CDs. Now, again, there's your link tree. Take a picture. It lasts longer. There you go. I want every one of you, if you don't have that today, to do it now. Now. If you want a discount because we're moving a warehouse, take a picture of this one. Then you save even more. But it's a now situation, not after I'm done talking, because I'm not allowing a sales representative to get a commission on something I gave away. Practically, got it? It's a now. Take your picture. Now. You don't do it now, you blew it. What do? Share the live. Why would I want you to share the live? Because I want you to help me. I want you to help me help you. Is that okay? Now, let's go back in 1987 when I'm training Ken Yarborough, late 70s and part of the 80s. This is TRW, became a Sperry in 96. We wrote a book called New File. I didn't like it. He wanted to call it file segregation. No, thank you. This actually teaches you how to replace your social and everything else legally, and it basically replaces you. But here's my problem. I had a problem with it because what if you don't pay your creditors? You'd rip them off. You got a new, no, you got to be honest. You can't, credit repairs are crap. You got to be honest. You don't rip off your creditor. So I put it on the shelf. Now it's very simple. I would show you me. That's a large, highest kick on planet Earth. One of the Lamborghinis in the 21 car collection, one of the yachts, and basically one of the mansions too. We got to play. Well, that was just me sharing what I'm doing for myself too. Now today, if you basically do this, I'd like you to get the free book for the kids and download an extra copy for yourself because you need it, by the way, because you're lacking rules and tools. If you want articles for free, you get those too. They're in the link tree. Would you like winning the game of business? How about winning the game of credit? This is this book here. Now, on the back of it, you'll see basically part of the Lamborghini collection. Their divisions. 21 cars in the car collection. Is that okay? So that's what I had at the time, having fun. Is that all right? If you DM me, What do you get to do? You get the free mouse pad. See, your future is in my hand. It's also in my hands too, because I'm going to teach you how to play the game to win. Take your picture right here. Wee! Peekaboo. What do we get to do? See, if you want to play the game, let's play to win the game, because your way so far, being 75 to 20 years old, you've screwed it up. Sorry. You don't have what you want. You're having the same rerun every day. My way. There's the free book from the kids. That's what you need to do now, now, now. That's the ultimate goal for the kids. Download it for free. And do yourself a favor, get your extra copy for you. Because you need to know how to play the game. Simple. We get to play. So what do we want to do? Free download. Now, now, now. Share the live, share the live. Tap the screen 1,000 times. Whee! Let's have some fun. Now, the Federal Trade Commission says credit repairs are fraud, and I believe it. I believe credit repairs are fraud, and people lie to you online all the time. I'm going to repay your credit. I got these ugly glasses. I look like a clown. That's what they look like to me. Anyway, it's ridiculous. Fair Credit Reporting Act. You cannot repair credit without getting a bond. You can't charge money up front, but they're breaking federal law. Wait till they get indicted like they indicted Daniel, the credit repair client, go to prison. They will. What if you get a copy, all right, today to help yourself? Is that okay? It's simple. If you share the live, I want you to take a picture right there. Now, now, now. It's called Winning the Credit Game. I wrote that too. I've written over 67 books over the years having fun. I got about 40 of them I'm playing with right now, just basically playing with them. Download, download, now, now, now. Okay. Now, because you probably have some debt problems, debt crisis intervention, I wrote that in 97, by the way. There's a free copy of it. Then also we have the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. Why don't you get that too? Why don't you understand the information you've been lacking ever since day one? Let's play my way. Because I think your way, what? Sucks. So I have all these books and all these goodies. Would you like to play some more? Today, what do? Here's our problem. The lack of knowledge is why we bring the pain home. Kind of sucks. If I help you connect the dots, will you listen to me, please? Would you listen? Would you learn today? It's very simple to do. Here's what you did. Sorry, but I believe it to be true. You sit at the kitchen table with your friends and family. Oh, goody, goody, goody. And you decide to start a business. Oh, goody. Honey, we're going to take our friends and family here. We're going to jack up our credit cards. We're going to drop our score, can't get any more. We're going to hawk our house, and we're going to put leaves on you and me, and we're going to be dumb. Congratulations. Well, that's what you did. Why would you do that? Why would you jack up the wrong damn card? All cards need a sticky. Put it down sticky. You see, here's a $10,000 card. I set up the system of the oldest card. That was what I suggested to TRW and Kenya, oldest card. Then we had to put a sticky in the back. That's a $10,000 card. If I want to use anything on that $10,000 card, I'm not going shopping to dinner. I'm going to say 29% is $2,900. 25 is $2,500. Now, if I keep it in those numbers right now, it's going to be green. Anything above that is going to be yellow or red. See, you jacked up the wrong damn card. I want to get you 7 of these at 10. I want to get you 1 at 50. Is that okay? I'd like to build you 100,000 of personal credit. Then I'd like you to realize these don't fluctuate. Don't fluctuate. So that means they don't show up. We know if you use them and abuse them. I don't want you to abuse them, but I want you to understand these are your safety cards. These are the ones that get you out of trouble. If you see someone like Ryan with that $950,000 behind him, you can't charge that as BS. I'm a consultant. Okay, I'm also an affiliate even to American Express. You cannot use $950. If you try to use more than $25,000, they'll want to review your bank account. They'll put you on hold till they do that. Got it? They're going to put you in what's called a financial review. So $950 is a bunch of hooey. Guess we get to play the game to win. What do you get to do? Play my way. Never bring the pain home. Now, here's what happens. Remember I said that SS5 form? It's right there in front of you. You filled it out or mommy did. Simple. Now, let's understand the SS5 equals SSN and 1040. On the other side, we look at SS4. The SS4 is a universal form from the IRS. It says employer, entity, which is a division, right there, right there. And it also says what? Individual person. Read line 1. Come on, read it. Come on. Yeah, you can get your own copy today. It's simple. It's in my books as well. So what do? If it is an individual person, are you a person, yes or no? So I get to put it here. So every division has its own tax ID if it wants to, and its own credit reports, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax. So we could daisy chain first, and every division be managed by a management company. So if we play the game, we get to win. Do you want to win the game, yes or no? It's very simple. SS5, IRS has it on their files with us. All of us have an SS5 on file with the IRS. Equals SSN and 1040 tax return. Again, you're not supposed to use ID purposes, your SSN in the first place, or laminate or carry with you. Let's play. Let's understand what the goal should be. If you receive money as an SSN, you're tax, and probate when you're gone. SS4 doesn't pay any tax till it's profitable, and borrow money offsets taxes. But again, we play the game to win. American Express is one of my favorite cards because understand, write down blueprint loan. I have Blueprint of Success, and they named it after me. It's called a blueprint loan. I'll use dummy card, they use dummy code. Got it so far? A lot of things are very similar because that's an affiliate. So what do? We play the game to win, okay? Now, I set up the dashboard in 1987 that allows me to a corporation, a division or subsidiary, LLC, LP, the whole list, to start a credit file right there. That was in 1987, by the way. I've been teaching and preaching basically 50 years. 6 days a week. I'm the oldest coach out there in the first place. I set up the system. So I don't think anybody can really teach me much because they just teach me what I already did. All right. Because they just got one of my books. That's what they do all the time. They do basically a half blankety blank job. 1987. What do? So the NACB certifies me because I created the 29% rule. 29% below is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So when you look at your credit reports today and you look at basically what you did to yourself, look yourself in the mirror. Do yourself a favor, please. I'd like you to fire yourself and hire me. I'd like to help you 6 days a week for free. Is that okay? That's what I've been doing. I kept my promise since I was 7. Got it? So if we play. So let's write it down. All cards fluctuate. What does this mean? Based on the utilization, if you look at any graph on the dashboards, it'll say basically yellow, red, and green, and all the good things. Okay. If these fluctuate, that means you use it past 29%. You got your sticky rules and tools. What do? You drop your score. You can't get any more. If we understand, these are my wife's cards. I do this on purpose because there's always some turd trying to give me crap. They're out there all the time because blah, blah, blah. Here's my wife's cards. $100,000 paid over time limit, unlimited to $1 million. They don't fluctuate. If you're ever going to have a bad day, week, month, or year, jack up these suckers. Because your credit score doesn't drop. You backed yourself in a corner because you're lack of knowledge. All right, lack of knowledge is our what? It's our dumbness. So what do? All cards fluctuate up and down, but 2. That's the most important thing you need to learn today for me. And nobody teaches that as well. Guess what? We play the game to win. Okay. Know your numbers. Get your phone ready. Get your phone ready now. We get to play the game to win. So if we have our phone ready right now, we get to play the game to win, and that's the goal. We want to win today. The ultimate goal is as we play this game, what do we want to do? We want to win the game. Understand that? Now, I want you to win. I want you to never bring the pain home ever again. I want to hold your hand, sing kumbaya, and I want you to stop off the crap. All right, I call it crap. I'd like to analyze you today. Can I analyze you personally? Can I do that for you, please? Can I tell you exactly what you need to do? If I tell you what to do and you do it, guess what's going to happen? 750 score. I'm never going to promise above 750 because that's crap. Okay, all right, so 800, 850. Mine's only that because I don't have to use it and abuse it. See, I don't need your money. All right, I already created millions and billions my whole life. It's not hard to do if you know how to. Take your picture. A $500 card is worth $145. That's it. You take it past that, you drop your score, you get stuck, can't get any more. 2,000 is $580. 5,000 is $1,450. 25,000 is $7,250. So I need you to understand how it works. The SSN is get your first job. That's what I told you to do. They said SS5, SSN, and 1040. You got your paycheck. It's taxed now. Before you get the leftover, it kind of sucks. So if we compare the SSN and SS4, see how they work together? That's why I asked them if they the IRS too. We play my way. Now, we have to look at the word bankruptcy because it scares us. If you go to a bankruptcy attorney, he or she's going to sell you a bankruptcy, not a pickle or ice cream. So if you're not going to lose your house, get a garnishment today, no way. That's just my opinion. Once again, I'm not here to be sapient attorney. Look at bankruptcy code today. Please protect your family and your kids and your wife and your husband and your cat and your dog and your fish. Bankruptcy only allows 2 things, SSN or SS4. That's it. Who wants to be the duck or sheep? You? You're the duck and sheep now. So is your corporation, an entity. Division process was born in 84. You might want to play my way. Let's think. Here's a client who has a 487. It sucks. Now, once again, I'm an affiliate. I get to add somebody to my credit history, my cards, not trade line crap, real cards. I add you to a card, my card. What do I get to do? I'm going to ask for authorized user. Never. I'm going to ask for separate billing. Got it? A separate billing card, what does it do? I don't need a secure card because that's a bunch of crap. Only silly people tell you to get that in the first place. Here's a 487. Here's $300 credit off my card. It's there. It's 487. It sucks. 4 collection accounts. See, we have to rebuild someone like Humpty Dumpty. Here's a bankruptcy. He doesn't have any credit at all. Here's a card off my card for $300. Is that okay? See, I want you to focus on rapid refresh. Write it down now. Rapid rescore, I created that 49 years ago for mortgage companies and also for you. And also we look at rapid refresh. If you're in a rapid refresh today and I add history to you, I can pop you credit even when you have a crappy limit. But that's up to you if you want to play my way. But you have to do what I ask you to do. Here's a love and collection accounts. They have all crap. They have no credit at all. Love and collection accounts. It's like they ripped off everybody. They're a bunch of damn crooks. I made him sign an agreement. You're going to pay these creditors. They're going to negotiate anything that's still open. He signed the agreement. I added a card of mine to him. Now he get his own card for $300. Is that okay? Well, actually, that one's $500. Guess what? What if we do this? So a 701, 697. I got him $3,000 of credit, build all the credit up and away, and they still have 2 collections. See, the gift is as an affiliate I get to build credit as you're going through hell. Why? Because you can renegotiate your debt. You can pay down your debt to ratio if you jack them all up. That would be the ultimate goal. Simple. Now, here's somebody the love and collection accounts and 3,000 again. So let's focus on this. If I did a rapid rescore for you, and I want you all to listen very carefully. If I did a rapid rescore, rapid refresh, this is the system I set up 49 years ago for your mortgage companies, and I did this today for you. Okay, we basically want to analyze you. From there, right away, we'd actually dispute anything for you for 9 months. We don't do credit repair. We do credit validation, verification, and make sure it's accurate. You might have to be told to negotiate a damn debt. So what do we do? All right, let's try rapid refresh. It's very simple. All right, we get you up to 820. You fluctuate back and forth, never 850. That's not really possible in most cases because you won't do everything you're told to do anyway. So let's take a picture. A rapid rescore blocks your crap credit, pushes your scores up, gets you new credit so you can reduce your debt to ratio. It'll help you rebalance your debt, all the crap you did to yourself. You did it to yourself. Today, if it's done today, now. Okay, very simple. It's a rapid rescore that's rebuilt. It's going to basically analyzation. We're going to basically analyzation, and we're going to do what? Show you and rebuild for you for 9 months. We find it factory verified and rebuilt. If you did it during the webinar, that's now, I would give you $5,000 in cash credit off my credit cards for you. If you did it now. Well, if you don't do it now, forget it. Why would I help you to do it later when the sales team is going to write it up? Go for it. All right, that's a now situation. You can call them too. But it's during the webinar. Okay, here's a 757. They started at a 419 and build it up and away. That's a pretty good score. You can almost get anything you want, right? But you have to be part of the program. You have to be part of the program. That's why I want you to understand. I'm available 6 days a week for you. Now, what do we do? Nice lady. The rally on this lady here, her grandfather left her half of Pacey Fashion Island. This lady's a billionaire. Didn't know what the hell to do with it anyway. So I got her 116 here and 32 points. Here we have no green lights on this side. On this side, what do we do? All green lights. Build it up by way $1 million of credit. So if you want to listen and learn, personal credit should be 100,000, and your LLC, C corporation, $1 million of credit. It's simple. Bankruptcy code again. Now I need you to write down something. You ready to write it down? Well, you're not ready, forget it. I was going to help you some more, but you're not writing it down. You're not paying attention. You're going, ooh. I want every bill you have today to be automatic payment. Electricity bill, cable, I don't care what the hell it is, on all your credit cards. Now, I want them all paperless. Let's write it down. Paperless. Automatic payment. I want you off the national mailing list. I want you off now, not next week. I want you calling the phone number 888-567-8688. Now. Opt out 5 years or a lifetime. See, I'm not going to give you half black information that someone bought my book out there going blah, blah, blah. I'm going to give you the whole package, rebuild you my way, which I've been old school, new school, and future school, by the way, because we always stay within the times. So guess what? Call it today, opt out 5 years or a lifetime, get off the national mailing list. Got it so far? What do? Oh, I ruined my credit rate. It's all jacked up. Take your picture. Supply into the corporation turns into cash. So you got to reduce your debt to ratio no matter what you do because you have no choice if you want the 750 score. Now, every application, because of Ray Reynolds, me, being an affiliate 18 years ago, showed division process. Every application for cash credit. Would you like me to add you to one of my accounts? Let me know. Let me know. It's pretty simple. I can rebuild you when you're going through the process, but if you want to go, listen to a bunch of ding-dongs, go for it. I think there's a lot of BS out there. That's that 20% of circus clowns. Now, if you want to refer people, give me 5 referrals and they get into some program, I'll build you 1,000 credit for free for the fun of it. Okay, that'd be fun. Here's the phone number, 800-254-9506. Call the specialist now, while I'm doing this, now. You get that extra 5,000 credit bill for it. If you don't call now, forget it. Because I'm not going to offer it tomorrow. Why would I do that? I want you to understand I'm giving you an opportunity now, not next week. What did I tell you in the beginning? Procrastination is the killer of a dream. If I can touch it, I can kick it. Ever since that coma, and I promised God that I'd help people the rest of my life, I started kicking the door jam when I was 10. I kicked the basketball hoop at T-Weaker Junior High when I was 14. That's the hoop at 9 feet. Got it so far? So that's only 13 feet. If I can touch it, I can kick it, and I can see it, believe it, go get it. That's what I can do. Simple. Now, I got a problem. Here's my problem. Numbers never lie, only people lie. Unfortunately, I think people are full of a lot of blah, blah, a lot of them. And not everybody, not you, of course. What did I do? I went to this event. It's in the registered newspaper. It says payphones. It says ATMs. No problem. What did I do? Now, here is basically what down checkbook money. Write down checkbook money. Checkbook money up to 150. Write it down now. 4 banks I'll line you up for. Is that okay? 150 each? That's 300,000. I was at this event and they said $1,600 for a payphone in the route. Installed. Fantastic. They make an average of $300 a month. Okay, that's what they said. Okay, so how many months would it take to break even for every payphone? That's what I did. I found out and calculated in my head, and I said, I'll take 10 now. I use my line of credit. So I use borrowed money to create an income to pay itself. Borrow money to buy what? An entity to basically borrow itself and pay itself off. See, rich and famous people do this all the time. If I took $25,000 into an escrow and bought 25% of a Wendy's restaurant, I own it for life, forever. So I just basically understand one thing. Borrow money is not taxable. Credit, I can write off interest rate and credit card on the corporation. So let's buy them and let's have the income come in to pay the bill. You get the leftover. That leftover is $6.6 million per month. Is that okay? We play my way? I think your way sucks. Sorry, that's what I believe. So today we're going to focus on auto income of $10,000, $100,000 a month. Is that okay? Hey, I focus it to a point. I got $1 million a day. Is that okay? 2006, 7, 8, 9 a day. See, you got a choice today. You can play with the Godfather credit and learn how to play my way. Okay, we're still going back to the basics of winning the credit game and winning the game of business. Got it so far? What do? We have no excuses. So today we can play my way. Take your picture right there. See, your problem is you. You're afraid to spend money because your family and friends ripped you off, and you have all these circus clowns out there going, blah, blah, blah. Don't buy a house. I got houses, but don't buy one. Biggest clown out there, in my opinion. He's a double talker. House payment gives you back your paycheck, tax money back to you, and you break even. If without it, you're going to pay tax. And what are you, buy a condo? No. What are you going to do? Lease? Hell no. This is your future. If you DM me, I'll send you a mouse pad with this on there for free, and I'll pay for the postage. I'll pay it out of my pocket. This building is a Ray Reynolds University. It's got a 501c3 exemption. That's why we give it out for free during the webinar. When it's not the webinar, I'm out of the room, so I can't give it for free. Got it? It's only when I'm in the room. Peekaboo. What do? Take your picture again. This is your focus. This is your dream. This is what you need to do today. So if I have a corporation or an LLC, LLP, I want a division for Bitcoin. Separate. I'm going to use, guess what? They get $350,000 on 6 ink cards for the corporation. Let's do it for the division. Hell, why not? There's no interest up to 22 months. Simple. personal business chase cards. That's kind of silly on their part. That's $350 per entity. Wow. If I have an entity, all right, and I call it something Bitcoin or whatever I want to call it, management, I'm going to do Bitcoin and use borrow money. I'm going to fluctuate the money up to 47%. I'm going to buy gold, different division. I'm going to buy silver, different division, because they all have their own what? Life. I'm going to buy stock. I'm going to do this for every division and have a storage unit, a laundromat, a car wash. What do we do? When I wrote the original books on car washes and laundromats 47 years ago, I didn't expect someone to say, go work there. Hell no. I got clients. You need a laundromat car wash. No, you don't. You need to own the damn thing. This is auto income. Don't you understand how to play my way? I don't like your way. Sorry. If I got you a blueprint loan from American Express, $250,000, or if I got you a $150,000 checkbook money, if I lined up an escrow, now this is for you, understand. I want you to write down three things. You do, we do, I do. You do it all. I'll teach you how to do it all on your own. You make your decision. We do it together. I'm one of your CFOs. I'll be your attorney in fact as well. Is that okay? Give me power of attorney, talk to your bank, tell them what I want. Now what happens? If you take a checkbook money or anything sayings and you put $25,000 in an escrow from the division gets an income. That division's income is about $3,200 a month. It's not going to make you rich, but $3,200 a month. Is that good? If we did it 10 times, would that be okay? So let's understand. You're using borrow money to put into an escrow, to close an escrow, and get money back to pay for itself. See, it's a frigging game if you play my way. Your way sucks. What did you do? You use your personal credit and your paycheck. No. That's a laundromat, dry cleaner, car wash. 3 people plus me. Simple. We each get a piece, $3,200 a month after the bills are paid. Wow. $50,000, $5,600. Storage unit, 4plex. Okay. And we want $75,000. We got 5 people plus me. What do we do? $7,500. See, numbers never lie. Only people do. The numbers are great. It's escrow. You get to own a piece. You get a deed of trust. All right, literally a deed of trust of a storage unit apartment complex. Would you like to play? It's a legacy for the rest of your life. You're not building legacy right now. You're building probate, like your family did for you. If you want a Wendy's restaurant, they put $100,000 down. No, it's $1 million. 9 people plus me, there's $1 million. Now we get $96.20 a month. Is that okay? See, your problem is you don't know how to play my way, and I'll teach you how, or we'll do it together. I'll do it for you. So you do, we do, I do. Got it so far? Would you like $10,000 per division? Why not? What's your problem? Take a picture right there. It's right there. It's in basically how you play my way for a while. Now, remember, I'm online 6 days a week. Classes all Saturday. 50 years so far, keeping my promise. All right, all you got to do is show up and pay attention. Now, let's watch. Here's a problem they have with everybody. If you're a corporation or LLC, doesn't have average balance of 100,000 plus and at least 30 transactions, they're not going to give you the line of credit you want. If we partner up in a business, here's my petty cash account. Is that okay for January? So here's one of my petty cash accounts for January is 287,000. Is that good? Transactions. The next one has 66,000. So I can show about $500,000 in and out the petty cash account every month. Is that okay? Would you want to play with me yet? So as long as you sign an agreement, we can do this together. As long as that money's used for the escrow. What do? I like having 1,013 divisions at one time. Why not? That's up to 2.2 million in real estate. Isn't that fun? We play my way. Hell, why not? You want to play yet? 21 cards in the card collection. That's how it played. I like that too. So right now it's your turn. It's your turn. Bill, Mary, whatever your name is, guess what we do? Jay, we do the same thing. Every one of you could change your life if you want to. But you got to play my way because your way sucks. Minnie's going to do it. Simple. Jay's going to do it. Legally, Alex is going to do it too. See, if we play my way, what do? You're stuck with me. I have no damn excuses. What's your excuse now? I'm going to do all the work with you or for you. There you go. What do? Blueprint you. Here's my problem. Unless I get to know you, all right, I don't think I can help you 100%. If you get one of my bugs, I read it to you. If you buy stuff from Alex out there with a thing on his nose and he's a drunk driver and his wife who's a drug dealer, that's up to you. I don't like that. That's just what I find. I don't like circus clowns. I don't like that at all. I want someone who can help me. There's 12 people that want all their money back from Grant. There's 12 people who want all their money back for the empty book. Nobody reads your story. If I blueprint you, you're stuck with me. Hour on the phone with your partner of life, past, present, and future. Good, bad, and ugly. Did you screw American Express or Chase? You got a bankruptcy or tax problem? We need to know that too. I don't want your past chasing your future. Family, corporation, or LLC. Divisions, you need 18. Let's watch. Numbers never lie, only people lie. If I have 9 locations of something or 9 lines of credit, there's 9 right here. If I have 9 locations of something, there's another 9. That equals 18. You decide your income. If I have 3 divisions, that's 30,000 a month on an average. If I have 6, that's about 60,000. If I have my 9, that's about 100,000 a month. How much income would you like to design for you? It doesn't change. Numbers don't change. Only people feel like, you know what? You want 30, 60, or 90, or 100? Let me know. But again, you get to have the 18 divisions if you want, but it's up to you. What do we do? Irrevocable trust. I'm sorry. This is like scratching the chalkboard for me. Telling people to take their car and register to their trust, irrevocable trust, and then go into the DMV. And that means all your goodies are in your trust. When they sue you in a bumpity bump, they sue your trust. This is called, I don't even want to say it. I can't say it. I'm not allowed to say that word. It's just dumb. Please listen and learn. Irrevocable trust, car, division, house, trust, auto income, cash flow, fee for your time. I put in my book when I was 15, by the way. A blueprint call with me now. It's very simple. It's $3,000 with your partner of life. If you get it discounted, it's $2,000. If you do it during the life, because I said it from my mouth to your ears, it's $1,000, but it's a now. Don't do it today, then you blew it. Do it tomorrow for $2,000. That's up to you. It's $1,000 today if you did it now. Call the office now. But it's up to you again. If you want it in the link tree, there you go. If you don't do it, you blew it. So if you want to play with me for 3 months in a coaching program, I'm going to charge you today. It's on sale because of the holiday. It's $3,000. It's a giveaway. I'm going to build you 50,000 in credit. That's right, $3,000. You piss that away all the time anyway. So if I do this correctly and I build you 50,000, you're allowed to take 25,000 in an escrow. I will never allow you to put 50, only basically 25. Would you like a piece? You close an escrow. It's in the link tree. It's right there. I want you to scan it, link tree now if you want that price, because tomorrow goes back to normal. Again, if you want 6 months, I'm going to build you 100,000 credit, 100,000. Okay. All right. I'm going to charge you $6,000. Okay. No problem. Then I'm going to help you get a Jack in the Box. I got my first one when I was 19, but I did, the corporation did. Storage unit. How about a gas station with a store? So if we do this today, 100,000, you get to put basically 75,000 in escrow. We get to play the game and win. Would you like to play with me yet? Let me know. If you want to play for 9 months, okay, that's every 4 weeks on the phone. All right, it's 150,000 in credit for you. Is that okay? I'm going to charge you $9,000. I'm going to give you a lifetime income. And you're going to knock off the crap you've been doing so far because it's not working for you. My way works. Your way so far, What do we do? It's in the link tree. There you go. Now. But it's a now if you get this discounted price. So, right? If you want 12 months, it's usually about 17 grand. It's 10 today. There you go. And you get to play, and I build you 200,000 of credit. Would that be okay? If it's in the link tree for you too, 100,000 a person and business as well. Not easy. We're going to fight through the pain and have some fun. Is that all right? Take your picture. It's in the link tree. Now, I'd like you to think about calling 800-254-9506. That's our specialist in the back today. Right? Depends. I don't know who's still here. Maybe you got David, Lawrence, or George, or maybe we got basically other people, or Brandy, who's our GM. So what do we have to do? We have to play the game and win. All right, we have a question. Been reaching, would love your thoughts on whole life insurance policy. Whole life is great as long as it's controlled by irrevocable trust. If it's not, it's crap. See, here's the problem. Whole life, you get to borrow against it. Borrow money is not taxable. It's like, let's try to put it this way. I'm doing an info commercial back in 1996, and they need another $25,000 to do it because it's like $500,000. I called MetLife and said, can I borrow $50,000 off my whole life? I had in my account by 2:00. Borrow money is not taxable, so I love it. Term life insurance is only your debt to ratio. My wife and I carry less than $1 million of debt. If I die, she gets $1 million. She doesn't have to downsize. That's the goal. That's the gift we give each other. So hopefully that answers your question, but I'll help you even some more. Because this is Michelle. I've been telling Michelle, quit your damn 3 jobs and play with me. Let me help build you again and again. You think I'm going to forget, Michelle? No. All right, there's me. I used to jump over lockers for the hell of it just to prove I could do it. It's a mindset. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I like goodies and goodies and goodies because I don't know anything. I'm a puppet master. Now, when they looked at me as a little boy, how you doing, little boy? Always good. Thank you, Jesus. Now I take a deep breath. Feels good. It reloaded in my mind every time. Always good. To this day, that's why I tell everybody, always good. Every call, every time, each time, always good. You know what they always say? That's kind of nice. Yes, it is. Now, if you want to register for classes, you can do that too. You get to play with me every step of the way. Skippity dippity doo. Everything's a division. I'm not dumb enough to put something in my name. That'd be kind of dumb. They want to sue me and take it away. Hell no. I don't want to lose. I like to win. Now, if you want to play the whole day with me on Saturday, you can do that too. There's a specialty class. This weekend is called Stock Kit. Stock Kit, the minutes and bylaws you have for your entity today. It's normally $4.99. $1,000 for 90 days. That's okay too. So it's this Saturday. We get to play at 9 o'clock. So you can start with me at 3:15 in the morning, spend the whole day if you want to. Now, this is supposed to be $4.99, but I put it there on purpose of $1.99 because I want you to do it now. You don't do it now for $1.99? Guess what? It's $4.99 back to you. Take a picture. You need that class too. What do? Repackage it like Humpty Dumpty. I believe you got a lot of good pieces. Let's put all the pieces together and let's build you like Humpty Dumpty. Let's build you my way. Why? Because I'm going to say your way sucks. If I borrow money, watch, checkbook money, borrow money is not taxable. What am I going to do? I'm going to buy my lifetime income. It's a fourplex. It's an apartment complex. It's a Wendy's. It's a Jack in the Box. It's whatever I damn want it to be, as long as it's managed by management company. I don't want to be an entrepreneur. Do you? Come on, you're not going to be good at it anyway. It sucks. Why don't we get to the point we get auto income first? Then if you want to piss away money, be an entrepreneur. 97% fail anyway. Now today, this is an opportunity. Simple. If you want me, listen carefully, very carefully. I'm going to take my credit history and all the cards on my dashboard. I'm allowed to make it an authorized user or separate billing. I don't give you authorized user because no way separate billing using my history. If you allow me to use my history, I can add it to you, your corporation or division process. Today, all right, 25,000 credits, about $2,500, about 10%. Okay, no problem. If you did it today, it's $12.99. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Again, I'm going to do it again because it was fun yesterday. If you did that now, while I'm talking, now call the office or the link tree, I'm going to double it to 50,000. You want to take my challenge? You want to play yet? Let me know. There it is. Take your picture. All right. I'd like you to call the office now and tell them what I just said. You're watching anyway. What do we do? 50,000? Oh my goodness. What do we do with a discount today? It's very simple. It's for $19.99. But again, I'm going to do it again. If you did $19.99, you call the office now, and you basically send it the right way, guess what's going to happen to you? I'll give you 100,000. But it's a now. Tomorrow, forget it. You blew it. I like now, don't you? So what do we do? 100,000. This is for basically you, 100,000 for you and your corporation as well, 200,000 of credit. 100,000, usually about 10. Today we discounted it to very simple, $39.99. If you did it now, and you call that office now, and they do it now, not tomorrow, I'm going to give it to 200,000 today. Don't pass the opportunity away. It's up to you. Now, very simple, the link tree. I'd rather have you call the office. 200,000, that's 100,000, you and the corporation, by the way. I like to play. Brandy's going back there and she's going, what? That's what she'd be doing right now. Usually that's $20,000. Okay. Today, that is discounted for 5,000. I'll build you $500,000 if you did it today, not tomorrow. You didn't do it, you blew it. Simple. I just added to my history and had some fun. But again, call the office 800-254-9506 now. I want to help you like Reynolds University, what I did when I started that business in the first place. My dream was a Reynolds University, my building, one technology driver over on Spectrum. I have buildings in Utah, Arizona, and Texas, no problem. I'm coaching the coaches of Dave Delgado, Russ Dalby, and all these other things. All right, and Carlton Sheets. What did I want to do? We get to play the game to win. So let's understand today. Winning the game of business, that's the goal. So I like goodies. You like goodies yet? Every Friday, I do an analyzation class at 3 o'clock to help people how to analyze themselves. And we put them on check. We teach what needs to be done. Got it so far? Now, we have an agreement. You have to sign the agreement. It's very simple. I guarantee in writing, because I carry a $5 million bond, If you do what I say, it's going to work or you get your money back. I always do what I say. Will you do what you say and what you promise to do? Don't jack up your cards. Do not apply for credit during the program. Doing 2 rules I got. Simple to do. We play my way. There's one of the worst days of my life. I think the worst day of my life was when I got shot and I had to crawl on my belly praying to get home to my kids. Pray that I didn't die. This was another worst day. We took out the yacht in the backyard, July 4th, 2009. I get to go in a coma. I get to die. My tax attorney stole my goodies, 23.7 billion. All right, I heard the nurse asked if I was a donor. I was given a choice to stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. My wife's falling apart. Okay. So understand, I want to take away your excuses. Okay, I've been basically had to move 24 times for a lot of lousy school, a lot of people, Watts, Torrance, and Long Beach, and all those good areas, right? You got to learn to kick it or run. It's very simple. I've been shot 3 times. I've been 9-6. I don't give up. Why do you? I'm God's example. Why don't you pay attention? I'm still fighting through the pain. Every day we fight through the pain. Always good, always good. But again, no excuses for any of us. Made a promise, and I've been keeping it for 6 days a week for 50 years. Where you been? It's up to you. Highest kick, I could do that after the coma, and I was a kid. Simple. Today, you're going to change your driver's license, insurance, registration. Now. I want it to be a mailbox, etc., a mailing address, okay? Quit giving your home address to anybody. That's called done. What do we get to do? We get to play the game to win. Okay. How about we change those things today to a mailing address? Is it okay based on what your state allows? We play. The Lamborghini, it's not my car, but I got the key. Oh, goody. I don't care about the, all right, write off. I care about the liability. If I bump your car, you're going to sue me, right? Then they sue me and they can sue my wife, my family too. What am I going to do? It belongs to a division of a corporation. They sue, I'm going to disconnect, isolate corporation. I'm going to do what I'm allowed to in the Federal Protection Act. I'm going to bankrupt them and tell them to go to, you know where, to Arizona or something. What are we going to do? Simple division process. If you let me analyze you today, I can do a rapid rescore for you. I can basically put the rapid rescore to push it to 750 and above. I'm going to add you to one of my cards. Isn't that fun? But again, what do we do? It's usually about $500. Today, I'm offering other things to it as well. I'd like to rebuild you, rapid rescore, and add history. And if you did it while I'm online, it's $699. You get $5,000 of credit. I'll build it for you too. But if you don't do it, I'm going to say you blew it. So if we want to rebuild ourselves, understand I don't believe in credit repair. I believe it's fraud. You have to prove it, remove it, and verify your credit reports and be honest and straight. If you rip off your creditors, you're a crook. So if I help rebuild you, I'm going to give you $10,000 of credit. Is that okay? A rapid rescore, there you go. 9 months, they're going to help you. And what they're going to do is going to charge you about $1,000. I'm going to give you 10 times your investment. Is that okay? And rebuild you and add you to my credit history and push you up and away. There we get to play, and you need to be a CFO. Chief Financial Officer. Wouldn't that be fun to play my way for a while? It's in the link tree too, but it's up to you. I'd still call the office right away. Talk to a specialist. Now, the starting package is that you have a corp today, right? If you have a corporation today, it's very simple. I'll add the credit reports to the Experian Treasure and Equifax if you allow me to. The dashboard I set up in 1987, but it's about $2,000. But I'm going to hand you $25,000 of credit, about 10 times your investment. Anyway, that's half the fun. Always give somebody up to 10 times your investment all the time. It's good to do that because they learn how to play the game and win. See, all these other people going, wow, you got a credit card, this and that. What are you going to do with it? If you don't build auto income, what are you going to do with it? You're still going to screw it up again and again. That's what happens to everybody. So we play it. I can take one card and get 99 more. I don't want 90. I want 9. Understand? I'd like 9 cards off of one card. Now, American Express is trying to get you to do 99. I want you to do 9. So 9 plus a parent company could be onto what? Up to $1 million of credit. It doesn't fluctuate on personal credit. Supreme Court, what did they say? LLC, LLP, S Corp, C Corp, nonprofit, PC is illegal. What? If I had a division for Bitcoin, crypto, stock trading, gold, silver, and auto income, I would create an income of 100,000 plus a month. All right, to the corporation, I get a little paycheck and break even. Wouldn't it be terrible of me? I can fluctuate between 47%, win or lose. I get to play the game no matter what happens that day. Now, division process is simple. I'll set up the divisions for you, charge about $1,000. I'll add the credit reports, history. I'll add the experience trends or nickel facts for you too, with the history on it. Is that okay? So today, if we wanted the divisions, they're $9.99 each, about $1,000. You could get 9 today for $9.99. You could get 18 today, very simple, up to you. All right, for $14.99. If it's done today, now. Again, that would be your 18 over here. But if it's not done today, it's okay. Tomorrow, just pay the normal price. That's all you have to do. I think you should call the specialist now. What do we get to do? We get to play my way. All right, that's today only, like it says. Okay. If we look at the picture right here, it's very simple. There's your future. There's your future. That's what should be your future for every one of you. I just want you to have a corporation and credit in the division process. I want you to realize when I develop division process, every division has its own credit file. We play. If you took $25,000 and what? All right, and a line of credit. This is great. If I take $25,000 off a line of credit I build you, cost you nothing besides doing the credit structure, you're spending $25,000 in an escrow. You close escrow and it pays itself back, and now you get the profit. Didn't you understand how it works? Your problem is you keep trying to be you. By the way, you being you kind of sucks. So a laundromat, dry cleaner, car wash, $3,200 a month, each of us. After all the bills are paid, is that good? That's per division. Would you like to play some more? Okay, 50,000, that's 5,600. Numbers don't lie, only people lie. That's how it works. 75,000, 5 people plus me, 7,500. What do we do now? How about we get a Wendy's restaurant? We need $1 million. How about 9 of us and me put in 100,000 in escrow? Could you imagine if I got you checkbook money, lined you up my way, you're going to use corporate what? Credit to borrow money, not taxable, put money in escrow, close an escrow, and pay itself back, you get the leftover. Don't you realize that rich and famous people do it all the time? There's your future. It's right there. Now. What do we do? See, some of you are going to have a problem again. You're going to have the problem about utilization. You're going to have a problem about average balance. And then when you see transaction base, if I become a CFO for you, we get to log in my accounts, they get to log in mine, I get to verify it for you. That's only the petty cash account for January for one of my divisions and corporations. It's only 287 on that one. How about we have 66,000 there? So if we partner up, I got all the pieces you might be missing. Would you like to play it in an agreement and be a partner in that too? Let me know. That's only basically about 1,013 divisions playing the game. Would you like to play? Let me know. What it is, it's your turn now. It's your turn. What do you get to do? I get to blueprint you. That's going to be up to an hour with your partner of life. We're going to know past, present, and future. We're going to make sure you basically have the corporation or LLC in place and 18 divisions. And we're going to build it up and away. I'm going to charge you $3,000 for the blueprint call, you and your partner of life. If we do it this today online, it's usually a discount of $2,000. But today, it's given away for $9.99 if it's done today. I would call your specialist right away. Now, do it right away. It's up to you. If you don't do it today, I'm going to say you blew it. That's going to be up to you too. If we play the game to win, that's the ultimate goal for all of us. Let's win the game. Now, I've been online for, and in person for 50 years. I don't know where you've been, but it's going to be up to you to pay attention starting today. We play. Once again, coaching, 3 months of coaching today. It's normally what? All right, $6,000. So it's $3,000 a day. We're going to look at some pieces. I'm going to talk to you every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks now. And we're going to basically teach you what's the next step. But I'm going to build you $50,000 in credit. There's your basically you get to scan now. I'd call the office, talk to a specialist too. What do you do? 6 months of coaching, 100,000 in credit. Okay, that's 6,000. It's usually a lot more than that. So today, what do we do? Very simple. We're going to basically get to that point, and we get 100,000 of credit. You're putting 75,000 in an escrow. What do? 9 months. So 9 months, maybe an apartment complex, some goodies, 150,000 of credit. It's 9,000 a day. What do you get to do? You get to play with me some more. Call a specialist now. Now, what do we do for 12 months? Simple. 12 months, I want to go through an apartment complex. I want to get a Wendy's, Jack in the Box. I'd like you to think about today because it's usually $17,000. Today is the only time we're going to do it because we did it for President's Day. We carried it one more day. After this goes back to normal price, which is double the numbers you saw today. So today it's a $10,000 fee. If you want to play to get it to $100,000 a month, we're going to get you into 10 escrows and line that up for you too. Is that okay? You do, we do, I do. We get to play. I'd tell you to call 800-254-9516 now. I'd tell you to ask for who's ever there. Maybe it's George, Lawrence, or David, or maybe Brandy or GM as well. So we look behind that screen and that curtain every day. I want you to focus. Stay safe, stay strong, do our best. Let Jesus do the rest. Amen to that too. I'm online 6 days a week, ladies and gentlemen, twice a day, Monday through Friday, and 6 times on Saturday. I'd like to help you if you allow me to help you. I'm keeping a promise I made when I was 7 years old. Today, you might want to pay attention. I tell you to call 800-254-9506. Tap the link in the link tree, book for the kids, articles free, winning the credit game for free, all the pieces you need today, and let me help you 6 days a week. That's up to you as well. We're always going to go back to basics. I'll put out the next 6, winning the game business. So today, I tell you now, right away. If you don't do it today, call 800-254-9506. I'm going to pay you for it. We're going to do our best. God bless the rest. Amen. To that too. End of the week. God bless you.